I see you up there. I hope you have answers, because I have many questions right now.
Ah, yes, I see you were successful. You have recovered Fenzakri, a fine blade.
I also
My blade.
hear a shout,
Or
like
at
I heard a
least
word wall
It
nearby,
used to be.
so I'm just kind of waiting to find out when I can get to that. Wait, you said this sword belonged to you? Explain yourself. Fenzakri, that is the blade's name. Those ruins you sent me to. You had been there before.
Yes, many years past, I called that place my home. It was a refuge, somewhere for contemplation and reflection on oneself. There I performed many investigations and tests on the capturing of one's Thum. My work there is what led to the very sanctuary you now stand in. And there were other discoveries as well.
Did he have the Dragonbone sword before? Did I not notice that? Am I only noticing that now? Fenzakri, that is the blade's name?
That it is. In the dragon tongue it means Sword of the Wind. With the correct focus of one's mind, Fenzakri can slice through the air itself, reaching foes far away. Although, it seems the magic that once enchanted the blade has waned over the centuries.
You said the sword belonged to you. Explain yourself.
That it did. This sword, I once used against many a dragon. You see, I was once Dovahcreed, Dragon Slayer. So many did I do battle with, that I even learned to mimic their Thum, turning it against them. Olgafsonan is an old foe of mine. So many confrontations, so many times he slipped through my fingers, until I finally cornered him. I knew this time I had him, for I had mastered a most devastating shout. Or at least, I thought I had.
Tell me more of your fight with Volgafsanon. You were a dragon hunter?
That I was, one of the best. When I was still young, the land had long healed from the past and harsh rule of the dragons. But many a dragon did not take kindly to their new place in the world. They sought to re-establish their lost kingdoms, or simply terrorize those who had taken their place. That's why people like me became hunters.
Hold on a moment. Just how old are you?
An exact number I cannot give you. I'm 7, maybe 8 centuries of age.
Imagine if you just said 7 or
Oh,
8, and that's it.
Blurs together. My mind seems unable to comprehend the passage of so many years.
700, 800 years would put us in the second era, because we're 200 years into the fourth era, and the third era was only like 340 years, so we're talking kind of like mid-second era then. There's a whole thing too about some people get a little mixed up and they think that there weren't dragons at all after Alduin was sent into the future. Wasn't the case. There were still dragons, they were just much less common. And you didn't need to be dragonborn to kill them because there was no one to raise them from the dead.
It was a long battle. Both Volgafsonan and I were broken and bloody. But I had the shout, one that would rip the very soul out of the beast. And so I let loose my Thum, and it worked. I saw the dragon's soul tear free from its body. Victory within my grasp. But then, Volgafsonan bellowed his own Thum. The same Thum as mine. And now it was my own soul to be torn away. Not knowing what to do, I shouted again and again, the dragon doing the same. Until... darkness.
Please continue. Yeah, they were just kind of like soul trap shouting each other then.
I awoke, alone. Volgafsonan was gone. It escaped me. Again. that was not the worst of it. I felt different, wrong somehow. Part of me was missing. It was my soul. Olgaf Sanan had managed to tear part of it away.
So that's how he's still alive.
Yet something
yeah.
new had taken its place. In our struggle, I'd captured part of Volgaf Sanan's soul to mend my damage. A dragon's soul. I felt empowered, unstoppable. With my newfound vitality, I'd hunt him down again, and this time, I would end him. But it has been so long since then. So many centuries. But with your help, I feel I am close.
Because that's the thing, I guess he just wouldn't have worked with any other Dragonborn during that time. Man, you should have become friends with Tiber Septim, you know? What is it you've done all this time?
So much I have done. It's too much to recall. But I shall try. For a time I continued to hunt dragons, but as their numbers ebbed, so did my fervor wane. Some decades I wandered, others I took residence in some town or city, partaking in whatever distractions presented themselves. I'd take on the role of a court minstrel, a noble scholar, at times even a simple street performer. I even once played at being Grand Master of a whole college, teaching others to use the Thu'um. But all these are lifetimes ago now.
And he means it literally in his case. Most people, they say it figuratively, he can say it literally. How is it that you became a bard?
To be honest with you, I never held much interest in the arts. At least, before losing part of my soul. Perhaps it was the sheer amount of time I now had before me, or my attempt to make sense of all that had happened. But I started to find myself intrigued by bardic matters. Music, verse, the qualities of one's voice. All this is what led me to where I am today.
You have the soul of a dragon? Are we kin, then, when you think about it?
Only part of a dragon's soul.
Half kin.
Half, to be exact. It has granted me certain insights, certain abilities. The most obvious being immortality.
We're like cousins once removed or something.
I am old. Far older than any man should ever be.
I mean, you look good for
I've
800.
seen and done so much, and I remember so little.
Well, I'll do what I can to help you.
You have my thanks. Truly, you do. The sword, Venzakri. Give me a moment and I'll restore to it what power I can. There. I have reawoken the blade. It will now respond to a Thu'um, as it once did. Take it. It is yours. As I am now, it is of little use to me. You now have everything you need to face Volgaf Sanan. The only thing that remains is to discover where he hides himself away.
Where do we begin our search? Can you be sure that Volgaf Sanan still lives? I mean, you have his soul. I feel like you should know that.
Oh, I am sure. If that vile fiend had died, I would have known. No. He's still out there, biding his time.
I have a feeling it's going to be one of those things where we're going to kill Volgaf Sanan, and because we're Dragonborn, we're going to absorb his soul, which means we absorb it from Sledrig, which will probably kill him. I'm sure he's already thought of that. I'm sure he's considered that himself. Where do we begin our search?
Even before you became my apprentice, I had already been following some promising leads on the dragon's whereabouts. Some of the professors at the college have been assisting me, although they are unaware of the full details. You should speak to Professor Tiriana, or Mistress Valorine, or perhaps even Olvus. Each has been looking into matters regarding Volgaf Sanan. Any of them could point you in the right direction to gather the information we need.
Mistress Valorine? Olvus? He has useful information?
Olvus is eager to please.
He's a good guy, I like him.
Hoping to get on my good side. When he learned I asked the others for assistance, he leapt at the chance to offer his own help.
A little bit of a
I'm
kiss ass,
unsure if
huh?
he will have found anything, but I suppose it is possible.
Mistress Valerine, what could she offer?
I will not mince words. Valerine does not like me, and the feeling is mutual.
I don't know if she likes anyone.
Despite that, I will admit she has her uses. She has an extensive network of contacts, many fingers in many pies. There's a chance she may be able to find what information we need.
Tiriana's the one who makes the most sense, I feel, so yeah. She's been researching leads.
Indeed, she has. Both she and Germaine have been instrumental in my efforts thus far. It was their connections that brought to me the Earthsong tablet. With her expertise in historical study and cataloging, I have asked Tiriana to research any possible clues as to Volgaf Sonan's whereabouts.
Well, I shall speak to all of the professors. I'm gonna be thorough.
Good. Each professor should have something useful. You can pursue each lead if you wish, or just one of them, providing it gives us what we need. And if things go wrong, or lead turns to a dead end, have no worry. Just pursue a different lead instead. Or return to me, and I may be able to offer an alternative path.
Okay, so there's
In
options.
your absence, I shall transcribe some chants I believe you may be able to perform. It is the least I can do. That is all for now. We both have much work ahead of us.
Alright, well... Oh, there's gonna be a word wall back here. Yep, I can hear it. I'm gonna need you to open that up. I'm gonna need you to just crack that open for me. Please and thank you. Because what do we have down here? Notes on cadence rods, and we have... What is that? Oh, 6? 6 chant codexes? Because before I was wondering how to switch between chants once I learned them, it's here, it's under powers. You use that to equip a chant. And it automatically equips the cadence rod as well in case you don't already have it at the ready. I had thought my discovery of the resonance crystals and crafting of the cadence rod to have been something unique and of my own creation alone. But the more research I've done, the more I came to doubt this prior assumption. As such, I feel it is important to document my own methods with which I've applied and shaped these things, and I shall start with the cadence rod. To begin, the rod must be constructed from exact materials: a single ingot of iron, one of steel, an uncarved resonance crystal, and fine strips of leather. With these components and a hand skilled in smithing, the basic form of the rod can be created. This makes for a fine mace to be sure, but it is not yet a true cadence rod. For the final steps in creating a true rod, one must include one of the following in the initial forging process: Flawless Ruby, Flawless Emerald, or Flawless Sapphire. These additions will allow the rod to tap into a particular essence of the rod's wielder, enabling the extended use of one's thumb. Okay, so the way it's gonna be is, right now our basic one absorbs magicka. That's gonna be Sapphire because blue, Emerald for stamina, Ruby for health. Makes sense to me. And my understanding of these chant codexes being here is that over time you get more of them depending on what shouts you know. So since I know every single shout, I just have all of them. So, got it. Got it.
You must uncover information on the dragon's whereabouts.
Okay, I was wondering if maybe he would tell me what the alternate path was. How many bardic inspiration do I have? 2. Meditative chant doubles the time before the next shout in a chant must be cast.
You must uncover information on the dragon's whereabouts.
Working on it, working on it. Resource cost of the cadence rod is reduced by 10%. Yes. Let's do that, and let's go back. I'll talk to all 3. I will talk to all 3 professors because I want to be thorough, so let's go do that. Okay. Going through the portal put me back where I teleported from. So it was an easy way out of here, but it's not a permanent way out of here. I suppose that also makes sense, though I feel like that does also make sense. I feel like it could have gone either way. Alright, well, let me get back out. Now I'll leave the way that I was supposed to. So I found another thing in Stone Song Grotto that I missed. Going from kind of like the main chamber, the entranceway, back through this shortcut that opened up after we finished the dungeon. If we just keep on going down this path, we have this. And I looked through my shouts. This looks like it could be Unrelenting Force. We're gonna find out.
Force Roda!
Yes, okay. Mainly, I just looked very quickly through the shout menu to see what words kind of lined up. So what is this gonna be? Is this gonna be Earth Song? Is this gonna be the final word? No. Oh. Phantom form, that is gonna be the shout that led to the creation of all the phantoms here that we saw, the phantoms of Sledrig. Got it. Okay. So that's technically 3 new shouts added by the creation. Sanctum's Resonance, Earth Song, and Mirror Form. That's impressive. I feel like Tyrion is gonna be the obvious choice for moving this along. I want to go through, or I would like to go through all of the possibilities, all of the leads. So I'm gonna start with Master Olvus.
Need something?
Sledrick sent me. You have information for him? Well, no. First things first, I want to talk about ballads.
Always a topic I'm interested in.
I want to compose my second ballad. I want to ask him what sort of undertaking should I pursue? What makes for a good ballad?
A difficult question. But if I had to offer a suggestion. The Mages College teems with arcane secrets and knowledge untold.
I am familiar.
A journey there could unravel mysteries worthy of the grandest ballads.
It's the thing of, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people who are playing Skyrim for the very first time and also playing with Bards College expansion, but it does feel like, you know, they're also providing avenues of like, oh, if it is your first time playing, they're pointing you in the direction of the different guilds. Tyriana will point you to places you haven't been before, stuff like that.
Wonderful. What would the topic of this new song be?
So I do like that component of it. Alduin, Archmage, Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, Dawnguard, and my meeting and confrontation with another Dragonborn. Let's do Archmage of the College of Winterhold.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that. But if I'm going to write a song about it, I'm going to need more details. So, tell me everything.
Well, you see, I barely did any magic at all, and I still became Archmage.
Well, a colorful recounting. A lot of material to work with. I think I've already got an idea for an opening verse. Let's see. I tell you a tale, a journey to fame, from pupil to master with mystic acclaim.
That's me, I'm the Acclaim.
On Winterhold's ruin lies a citadel proud, and a tower of mages stands forth through its cloud. I like that. But, I need to describe you somehow. What would be your preference?
Describe myself. Speak of me as a teacher, one who wants to foster passion in others. Speak of my skillful mastery in the arcane arts. Speak of my prowess and might obliterating the weak before me. Skillful mastery.
Among them a sorcerer of grand.
That's right, you stand and you listen. You listen to all this.
An archmage that burns mythic powers divine.
Oh, and he's gone.
There's few who could fathom that philosopher's plight, for life greatest fire and magic for light, bearing the weight of the scholar and sage, committing the forbearer's thoughts to the page.
That works. And then... we should probably mention some of your exploits. Anything come to mind?
The real funny thing is that this alone is longer than the College of Winterhold questline. My exploration of Sarthal and recovery of arcane mysteries. My thoughtful counsel with the Augur of Dunlane exploits. Exploits? Surely people would care more for my application of raw power. No, Sarthal recovery of arcane mysteries.
They search and observe 'neath the ice and the snow, uncovering secrets from long, long ago. But duty still calls to the Magus's name, through conquests and song their favor proclaim. Delving through depths the worlds of the past, unearthing the remnants of courses unpassed.
We need more.
More?
More exploits. Help me out here.
Killing... I was gonna say killing Ankano, yeah. Overcame the Dragon Priest Mordecai. Tell of how not even dragon or the dead can not escape my wrath. Yeah, Ankano.
Tyranny vanquisher, brave and true, who purified power and cleansed it anew.
Martial prowess is absolutely necessary.
A theory, a star of the darkened span,
Hostile encounters.
baleful eyes watching the dawning of man.
Again, my friend, you missed the point. What I'm
Gaze
saying
as
is
the wings of fate unfold. Lend us your secrets, your powers untold.
Tell me, which school of magic do you favor?
It's definitely gonna be destruction. I like how this is such a different tone from the Companions one. The Companions one, you know, like you said, great for drinking halls. This is much more kind of like soothing and a little somber.
Unshakable power, destruction thy game.
always a pleasure.
Untamed and tempting the hearts of the vain.
You always assume I have an ulterior motive.
Amid the ruin of fatherland
I need you to track
stone,
down the smith named
atop of the towers arising like bones, a mystical master, honored and bold, stands tall as they watch o'er the skies of the whole.
Man, this song's gonna make people think I actually do magic. I'm just lying to them.
Yeah, I like that. And audiences always enjoy a good story of magic.
Maybe not in Winterhold, though.
This song deserves a wide audience. I'll make sure it's passed on to bards far and wide. I'm sure I know a few who'll be interested in your tale.
Alright, perfect. Also, by the way, Sledrick sent me poor Paras is like, oh, Sledrick didn't ask me for help.
Oh, about the dragon. Yes, I have found something. I knew the name Volgafsanan sounded familiar, but I couldn't quite place where I had heard it before.
I'm waiting for him to be right. I'm waiting for him to
But
be the
while
right
plucking
lead.
my lute, absent-mindedly humming tunes, it hit me. I had heard that name in a song. A folk ditty from around the Pale. I can't quite recall the lyrics, but I'm fairly sure the song made mention of the dragon and seeing it come from somewhere.
Wow, thanks. Thanks. Well, it's in the Pale, and someone saw the dragon somewhere, you know? A song that mentions Volgafsanan, how does that help?
Well, if you were to head to Dawnstar, you might come across the woman I heard singing the song.
Ooh.
She was a fisherwoman. I think her name was... well, I can't quite remember that either, but I do remember she reminded me of Helvana.
For someone that's a
It
people
was
pleaser,
The red hair.
you're
and
not
her,
great at these details.
Her smile.
I like his little her smile. Do you like Helvana?
Well, not really. I mean, sort of, but... well, you've met her, and she's really quite...
Yes.
Can we just move on from this, please?
No. You know, we gotta set you guys up. Red-headed fisherwoman, I guess it's better than nothing.
I know it's not much to go on. But if that woman can tell you the lyrics to the song, it may offer the information Sledrick seeks. I'm sorry, that's all I can offer. Hope it helps.
Listen, if you want to ask Helvana out, just you let me know. I'll help you out there. No romance for me, but I can help my good friend, Olvus, you know? It wouldn't make any sense at all, but what if it was literally just Helvana just hanging out here for some reason? Or maybe Helvana has like a twin sister that we just didn't know about. It's like, oh, well, you know, your sister's at the Bards College. Would you like to go meet her? Would you like to go see her? You could be a bard too, maybe. Who knows? You? You don't remind me of Helvana.
Good day to you. If you're looking to buy, head to a store. I don't sell the fish, I just catch them.
You don't remind me of Helvana at all. I think Olvus thinks all Nords look alike.
Good day to you. If you're looking to buy, head to a store. I don't sell the fish, I just catch them.
Well, you know, with Anniversary Edition, I catch 'em too. I was told you know a folk song about a dragon. I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you. Are you busy?
I have a few moments to spare. Something I can help you with?
Listen, I would rather buy the fish directly from her, because then you cut out the middleman and maybe you save some money. But I was told you know a folk song about a dragon.
Well, sure, I know many a song. And more than a few include a dragon. But why speak to me of this? Who sent you here?
Well, you see, my teacher's got a crush on this girl, and he said you reminded him of her, but... well, the song was about a dragon called Volgafsanan. How is it you know so many songs? Fisherman, makes sense to me.
And why shouldn't I know songs? Something wrong with the likes of me singing?
What do you mean the likes of you? I didn't say
Oh,
anything.
wait. You didn't mean it like that, did you?
No, you just took it that way.
Sorry. It's just, usually people tell me I'm wasting my time and just focus on my fishing. I just like songs and music is all. Such things help pass the long hours at sea. So I like to learn all the songs I can.
Well, Olvus sent me. Do you know of him?
Olvus? Do you mean that orc? From the Bards College?
He does stand out a little bit, doesn't he?
Sure. I remember him. He was here a few seasons back playing that fine lute of his at Wind Peak Inn. You should tell him to visit. I would like to see him again. His music was beautiful.
What if we don't set Olvus up with Helvana, but we set him up with Branir instead? The song was about a dragon named Volgafsanon.
Oh, sure. I know the one you mean. It's a really old song. It's one my grandfather used to sing. Let's see. From darkest depths he did descend, a remorseless spirit, no mortal friend.
That does sound like Volgafsanon.
Volgafsanon, O heart of frost, in nightmares he dwells where minds are lost.
Is that the whole song? There must be more, please. It's important.
I'm not sure. I think there's more, but my grandfather died when I was still very young. It's been so long since I heard him sing. But maybe if you were to play some music? My grandfather would always play his lute when he sang. It could help me remember.
Okay, there we go. Yep. I have my lute right here. It's a good thing I specifically learned that.
Great. Some real music for once. All right, you play, and I'll try to recall the words.
This is a nice addition. This is a nice feature right here.
Let's see now.
Oop, that was a little off key of me. I think I missed the note.
With whispers so dark he claims his prey. Beware his calls come night or day.
I do feel very inspired.
Before his God a servant bows, to a dragon's will he solemnly avows. Serpent of woe, serpent of fear, in Dawnstar's waters he does appear.
Oh?
Bound to the sea so long ago, Volgafsanon the eternal foe.
So...
That's it! I remembered the whole song.
Okay.
Wow. Been a long time since I heard that.
Oh, I can stop.
Is it
I can
enough?
stop playing now.
Is that what you needed?
Don't mind me, just, diddling away on my lute here. I think so. In Dawnstar's waters, bound to the sea, the dragon's location.
Sure, but it's only a song.
Right, yeah.
There's not really a dragon in the sea. Is there?
No, just listen to me once again, just strumming away on the lute. Just don't you worry. Have no fear. If there's a dragon, I'll deal with it. Who knows? Perhaps best keep your fishing close to the shore from now on. Yeah.
Yeah. My nets were catching too many fish anyway. Maybe I should just keep to the rivers for a while.
Man, oh man, do I ever hate when I catch nothing but fish.
Pardon me, I need to get my nets in.
Yeah, you got it. Don't you worry. I'll be on my way. I did not expect Olvus to be the first one, because once again my thought was like, oh, obviously it'll be Tiriana, but man, Good for Olvus. Good for him. It looks like I can still do the others. I want to do the others. I want to be thorough. But I really didn't think I was going to get that on the first try, so... Yeah, once again, don't sleep on Olvus. He knows a thing or two.